Good morning, YouTube. Man, it is coming down like cats and dogs. Y'all please be safe out there driving. But this video is really focused on self-sabotage. Reason why this came to mind, because every time that I think about things, a lot of stuff just come and hit me. And it either hits me because either I'm going through it or I see somebody else going through it. So I say, you know what? This would be a great topic to discuss, because sometimes it's hard for a lot of other people to discuss some issues that obviously a lot of people either going through, or things that's an epidemic or that's a worldly issue. But y'all know me, I don't mind trying to take on things to try to tackle, even though I'm not nobody to try to save the whole world. But it don't mean that I don't have freedom of speech to speak on something that I'm passionate about. So let's speak on self-sabotage. Self-sabotage is when a person does something time and time again, knowing that it's going to sabotage them, but it's like they can't help themselves. And you'd be surprised how reasons why people can't help themselves is because, just like a computer, just like a machine, we get programmed into these habits. And once it becomes a habit, it's not to say that it can't be broken, but it's really hard to break. And if you're not aware of techniques that you can use to break it and change your self-sabotaging ways, then most likely you probably will end up doing that habit for the rest of your life, because you have no clue how to go about breaking those things. And there's so many things that can make somebody self-sabotage. It can be that they have low self-esteem. It can be that they just been raised to believe that way about themselves, because maybe mama didn't tell baby girl that she was beautiful, or maybe daddy never told his son that he should be a man, so he grows up being a little boy for his whole entire life. So people do so many things in self-sabotage. It can be things from like drinking. You know, you drink so much that eventually now you got liver issues because you just self-sabotage and you can't help yourself. Or you become a drug addict, so you know you're doing all these drugs until one day you OD, have an overdose, and either you might survive it, but most people don't. Or you having too much sex. Like, let's just say a lot of women go through this, to where if they don't feel love, especially from a young age, they going around sleeping with guys that nowhere near deserve their time. Or they up there having sex thinking that sex is the way to love, when it's not. I'm sitting here waiting for my son. Or it's so many things. Or you doing things to where you getting in so many different car accidents, you losing your job, you going back and forth to jail. You just do so many things that is destroying your life at the end of the day. But that's no way to live. You have to really spend time with yourself and find, why am I doing these self-sabotaging things to myself? Like, I really have to I'm not to say but that's what you should say to yourself if you're the person watching this and you're the one doing the self-sabotage. Sit down and meditate with, why am I doing this to myself? I don't deserve this. And sometimes some people it's hard for them to believe that they don't deserve it. Some people really do feel like that they deserve the treatment that either somebody else do to them, or even that they're doing to themselves. Because like I said, a lot of stuff starts from yay little. So if you grew up with this and you're carrying this into your adulthood, I'm telling you, I have to do more research so that I can make a video on that, which is called NLP. It's called Neuro-Linguistic Programming. And with the neuro-linguistic program, it digs deep into your subconscious to really reprogram that, because that's where a lot of stuff that is hard to change resides. Like, we do stuff on a conscious level all day, every day. Like right now, I'm talking to you guys consciously. Like, consciously, I'm aware of what I'm doing as we speak, this and that. But if I lay down or if I just get off this camera, I can forget it. But all my stuff that makes my personality, it makes my habits, all that stuff is deep into my subconscious that, you know, if I really wanted to change it, I would have to do some repetition practices to change the way my subconscious has been programmed. But you have to believe in yourself. You know, all humans deserve the right to freedom, joy, and just the right to pursue. They say that's supposed to be the American dream. So if you realize that you keep going back and forth to jail because you think thugging is the way, or you think the streets is the way, and it's not, come on. You only get one life. And once that felony hits on your record, it is hard. But my son is about to come, so most likely it's probably going to be a part 2 to this video. And I'll probably make that when I end up going home. Say hi, Salmon from Alabama.
What it is and what it is.
What it is, shout it. All right, y'all, but we're going to continue this conversation because this got to be had. I see a lot of stuff going on, and I don't mind talking about situations that need to be addressed. So, all right, guys, you have a lovely day, and I'll be back on this camera today.